Hi KG, welcome to our video on standard and non-standard units of measurement. Last week we talked about measuring, what that means and why we measure. You watched me measure the weight, capacity and mass of different things. I talked to you about that. I told you what mass meant, what capacity meant and what weight meant to measure. Today I want to show you and talk to you about standard units of measurement. So I want to tell you what that means. I want to show you some standard units and I also want to tell you how we know that these are standard units. Okay? So standard units of measurements are those units that are used all around the world. So these units, okay, are recognized by everybody in the world. So if I phoned somewhere far away from my place in another country and I told them about that I've measured something in this unit, they would know what I'm talking about. Now hold on a second. As we're going further, you'll understand what I'm also talking about. So, for example, we know right now we're all staying at home, we're staying safe, right? But if I needed to buy something from the supermarket, say I want to buy some pasta maybe, and I tell the supermarket, I call shoppers and I say, hi, I would like a big bag of pasta. Can you please deliver that to my house? And they're going to be confused. They're going to say, well, how big do you want your bag of pasta to be? Yes. And I'll be like, I just want a big bag of pasta. And that might be a bit confusing for them. But if I used a standard unit, okay, I would say, can you please send me a bag of pasta that's 5 kilograms. So kilograms is the unit that I have just used. And this is a standard unit. That means this unit is used all around the world. So even if I called another country and I asked them to send me 5 kilograms of pasta, they would be able to do that because what they can do is they can find any tool to measure. So maybe they can use a weighing scale. On their weighing scale, they're going to put pasta and they're going to check, is this 5 kilograms? Because that's what Miss Sabiha ordered. And then they'll be able to send that right over, right? So kilograms is the unit and it is a standard unit because that's a unit they used all over the world. So if I now call shoppers and I say, okay, I want a 5 kg bag of pasta, they will use a tool that will allow them to measure in kilograms. They will weigh my pasta and then they'll send it to me. I want you to pause this video now and discuss and share your understanding. Okay, let me give you another example. I want to buy a new bed sheet, right? I have a big bed in my room. I want to buy a new bed sheet. I want you to buy one for me. So I'm going to give you my measurements, okay? And then you can buy me a bed sheet. So if I told you that I measured my bed, you know what I did? I stood on my bed and I used my feet and I walked from the head, from where the headboard is of my bed right to the end of it. And I got that my bed is 10 Miss Sabiha feet long. No problem, right? You can buy me a bed sheet that's 10 Miss Sabiha feet long. Is that easy for you to do? No, because the unit I use to measure is actually a non-standard unit. Non-standard units are the units that maybe they don't use all over the world. So unless you have my feet at your house, which you don't, it would be very hard for you to buy me a bed sheet that's 10 Miss Sabiha feet long. Right? Instead, what could I do? I could measure the length of my bed using a standard unit. So using a unit that they use all over the world that would be easy for you to find at your house and something that I could have at my house. So I could measure my bed, say maybe using a measuring tape to see how long it is. Now, one of the units that I'm going to show you further in this video is centimeters, okay? I'll show you where we find it. And centimeters is a standard unit. So if I told you, okay, I'm measuring my bed and actually it is 10 centimeters long. Can you please find me a bed sheet? You could, because you could then take a tool in your house. You could check if your tool has centimeters on it, that unit, and then you can measure to buy me a bed sheet. I'd like you to pause this video again now and discuss. Alright, now that I've talked to you about standard and non-standard units and what that might mean, I would like to show you some tools. Okay, I'm going to show you some tools, and I will show you how to look at the tools to find the units on them. So are you ready? Okay, if you would like, after I've spoke and when you pause, you can go around your house, look for a tool that has a standard unit and check what kind of unit it has. So let's go, and then you'll have a chance to do it. Let me tell you. So to measure the length or how long something is, what could we use? I have this over here. I have a short ruler. I could use this to measure the length. I have a longer ruler here. Look. I could use that to measure the length. I also have one more thing. I have this. Do you know what that is? It says over there, have a look. Measuring tape. So I could use this to measure, couldn't I? Yes. I can use any of these things. Now, I'm about to show you how to find the unit. Okay? This is a long ruler, and on the long ruler, you can see at the top over here, we have some numbers. Can you see the numbers? Now, right next to the number at the top, can you see the curly K and the M? That's cm. That stands for centimeters. Right. So I can use this ruler to measure the length of my table. I'll find out how many centimeters long it is. So my tool is the ruler, but the unit is cm, centimeters. Let's check. Okay. Right. So my table is coming up to 128. Right? But 128 what? What unit did I just use? So you can see over there, it shows you the unit I have used is centimeters. 128 centimeters. Now, it's there on my small ruler as well. If you come and look very closely at my small ruler, you can see that there's two kinds of units. There is mm and there is cm. Now look at the cm, because that's the one we're looking at. Centimeters. Can you look around your house and see if you have any tools that have the centimeters on them that you can use to measure? Pause this video now and go have a look. Okay, the next thing I want to talk to you about is measuring mass. So what did we say mass was? So we said mass was to find out how heavy something is. How much does it weigh? What can I use? I have some things here. So I have this here. That's a pocket balance. See, I have to hang my stuff over here, and then this would go down, 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 and it can tell me how heavy something is. If you look closely at my pocket balance, you can see over here, it says kilo. It's talking about kilograms. That's the unit on this. There is another unit on this side over here. That's over here. Can you see that? Yes, right there. So we're going to focus on kilograms. So you can see down kilograms right next to it over there, there are some numbers, right? And those numbers will help me find out just how much something weighs. Is it 2 kilograms? Is it 5 kilograms? Is it 10 kilograms? I have something else over here that also helps me measure kilograms. So this over here, guys, is a kitchen scale, okay? I use this when I want to bake. I put my stuff here. For example, it tells me you need 200, you need 2 kilograms of butter. So I want to put my butter up here, and you see this, look, as I press it, this little red arrow is going around, it's moving. So that's telling me how much something is weighing. Look at that, it goes to 2 and 3 and 4. So that's not just 1, 2, 3, 4. These are units. There's a unit. And the unit to measure on this weighing scale is kilograms. So let's see. If I put this measuring tape in here, oh, that's not even 1 kilogram. It's very light. What if I add this on top? Oh, that's a bit heavier now. It's getting to 1 kilogram. What if I add my phone up there? Look at that. It's 1 kilogram. So you can see that up here I put my phone, I put the weighing scale, and I put the pocket balance. I've put 3 things, and these 3 things weigh 1 kilogram. So you can see that the unit we're talking about is kilogram. You can now pause this video and look around your house to see what tools do you have that have the unit of kilogram. So, when we talk about measuring capacity, we want to find out how much a container can hold, right? What is its capacity? So, I can use a measuring cup because a measuring cup has units on them, right? I can't just use any cup, because if I, for example, use a cup that doesn't have any measurements on it, and I measure with that, and I tell you, now you go and measure using 1 cup, if our cups are different sizes, we might not get the same measurements. But if I use a measuring cup, then a measuring cup is something that they use all around the world. It's got standard units of measurement on that. See, here's my measuring cup. Okay? And you can see that on my measuring cup over there, can you see that? There's different numbers. It starts down here. It says 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. And then right on the side over here, you can see it says ml. That's milliliters. So we can measure capacity using milliliters. That's the unit we're talking about. The tool I'm holding is a measuring cup, and the unit is milliliters. Milliliters, like I told you, is a unit that they use all around the world. So it wouldn't be too hard to tell somebody who might be somewhere else. So if you have a measuring cup in your kitchen, you can pause this video now, go get it, and see if your measuring cup has milliliters on it. Milliliters is not the only one, but it's the one I want you guys to focus on. But if I turn my cup around, you can see over here, there's other units. So there is ounces, OZ, right? There is cup, so it tells you half cup. Can you see over there? You remember when we talked about halves? You can see over there it says half cup, 3/4, 2/3, 1 cup, right? So there's lots of different units. Now, I have some things over here that have a unit, and I'm going to show them to you, and you tell me what you can see. So this is my water bottle. If I turn it this way, you can see over here, it tells you the capacity of this water bottle. What does it say? 800 ml. So 800 milliliters. That means the capacity, the amount of water that can go in this bottle is 800. Another one that I have over here is a soda. Now, if you look at this soda carefully, you can see over here it says 300 ml, 300 milliliters. So that is the amount of soda that can go in this bottle. And the last one over here I have is a chili sauce. Now let's see. So the chili sauce should have its measurement right there. Look. Down here in the corner, can you see that? It tells you the weight is 200 ml. So the capacity, the amount of chili sauce that this bottle can hold is 200 ml. So this was 200, this was 300, and this was 800. Can you tell me which one you think holds the least amount of liquid? Which one has the smallest capacity? It would be this, wouldn't it? Because this can only hold 200. This holds 300 and this holds 800. So now there is an activity for you guys to go away and measure, and I would like for you to try that. But before you go, can you pause this video and discuss with your adult or with somebody around you and talk to them, tell them what you have understood from this video. I hope this helps you in your measuring activity. Thank you. Bye-bye.